Yeah, I really do need to find out what's wrong with my computer because even like my controller is being strange. I don't know if everything's just malfunctioning. Like it's not acting as strange as my keyboard. I can definitely deal with this more than I could my keyboard, but still, it's like so strange. Okay, if we are remembering correctly, we're marrying Harvey this playthrough. It is spring 20, so we have about 8 days left of spring before we go into the summertime. And do we have any events coming up? I don't remember. What is the last event in spring? I have a boogie in my nose and it won't come out. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm gathering my thoughts here. Let's say 8 of these parsnips for now. I've been entertaining children all night at work, so entertaining children. Was it like a birthday party there or something? About me, I used to work at Chick-fil-A, and at the end of the night, I would most of the time have to be the one to get up there and clean the playground. That was not fun. This is at any fast food restaurant. If you've ever worked at like a fast food place and you had to get up in the playground and clean, I feel for you. Genuinely. That's not a fun job. This one regular whose children. Aw, that's so cute though. And it gives the parents a break. Oh, there's that owl statue. I forget that we're on the monster farm, and I still have yet to, like, clear everything out. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Yeah, even with me not using my mouse, it's just still blinking. She be blinking. I'm really thinking about, now I usually am a very much a wired person. I use wired earbuds, like, I'm not a big Bluetooth gal. But this whole situation is making me kind of, like, want to make the switch over to Bluetooth. If you guys do you guys prefer Bluetooth or do you prefer wired stuff? Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I headphones, Bluetooth, almost everything else wired. That's about how I feel as well. I mean, I have wired headphones. I don't mind them. It is a little bit obnoxious to have to like stay close to one side. Not that the string is super short, but I just have a weird fear of like humiliating myself and like snatching it out and having to put the headphones back on. I get embarrassed over the weirdest things. Phone headphones. PC headphones are wired. Okay. Yeah. Like that scene is... Yeah, exactly. Last night, I was just I was having technical difficulties, so I just didn't feel like streaming. But it was so much fun for me last night because behind me I have my box TV and I have my plug and play game Dream Life, but it's the Superstar one. I don't have the original one and I really want to buy it because that's the one I grew up playing. But I had a blast in here until the early hours of the morning playing Dream Life on my box TV, and I was like, this is making me feel something again. Like, this is what life is really all about. Yeah, my earbuds are wired into my microphone for my PC, but I have AirPods for when I'm on the go. I feel like that's how a lot of people are. I feel like a lot of people like for their PC to have wired stuff, I've noticed, and with their phone, obviously, Bluetooth, just because with phones it is a little annoying to, like, put it in your pocket and, like, have to wrap the wire around you. I found my old MP3 player from when I was a kid, and I brought it over here, and it had songs on it like like Crazy Frog and Camp Rock and High School Musical, Hannah Montana, all the good stuff. It just made me so happy. It made me want to get an MP3 player again. I had the one that was just like an oval almost. It had like an on-off button or like push play or something right there, and it just had like that small little screen. I remember having my sister having the bigger one. I miss my MP3 Walkman. Oh my gosh, I want a Walkman so bad. That is my dream. I'm a huge physical media collector, so it is my pride and joy to, like, get to walk around with my, you know, portable CD player or even my portable DVD player. Shout out my mom for getting me that for Christmas. That is the best thing ever. It's Shane's birthday. We gotta get him a gift. I don't think I have enough for beer. Yeah, I don't have enough for beer, which is kind of sucky. Not gonna lie. We can give this chicken statue to the museum, so let's do that real quick. Oh, there's Harvey. Let's give him the coffee while we're in here too. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh no, we've already given him two. Okay, we'll have to save that. Oh, we can give it to him tomorrow. No biggie. I don't know if any of y'all collect physical media, but if you do collect physical media, what is y'all's go-to? No, it's doing the thing again. Hang on. Look at this. It's trying to connect. It like keeps disconnecting. And I don't know why that is happening, but it is very obnoxious to have to deal with this, doing this. I want to see if it'll just like reconnect. Basically the stuff we had as kids. Yeah, I think my I really like collecting CDs and cassettes. I have one vinyl, and I listen to it quite frequently. It's just vinyls, if you buy them new, they're so expensive that I kind of prefer just collecting physical media like in CDs at like thrift stores, cassettes at thrift stores. I've noticed they're in my experience, those are always in a little bit better condition than a vinyl. And you know, maybe I just don't have good luck with vinyl in the thrift, but because I've known some people be like, oh yeah, I found this at the thrift store and it works perfectly. That's never been the case for me with records. I always prefer to collect CDs. But yeah, my controller just keeps blinking. Like, I don't really know what's wrong with my PC, or if it's anything to do with my PC and just like my ports being not wanting to connect in there. But even this is like, well, I don't know. I think there might be like a plug-in for this in the back. But yeah, it's just interesting that I've been dealing with that. And this is like a newer thing. Like, this has only been going on for a few weeks. Because when I first started streaming, I was not dealing with this whole thing, so. But I really like collecting DVDs as well. I would say, well, I would say I have a little bit more DVDs than I do VHS. But I love me a good VHS tape. I was just talking to one of my friends the other day about how, like, DVD menus are a lost art. It's like whenever you stream, you don't get the rush of seeing that DVD menu pop up. You don't get the special features like deleted scenes. We were robbed. I don't want to jinx it. My keyboard's not working perfectly, but it is working a little bit better than it was the other night. So that's a plus. You can see it's still a little janky because I'm not meaning to like go up in these places, but it's whatever. We're making it work, and we're still showing up together to play some Stardew Valley. Ugh, I love Leah. And it's your birthday. I can't afford to get you anything, sorry. Let's see, do we have anything like of use? Should we get him a coffee? I know this is for well, we should save it for Harvey. I don't know, I like Shane somewhat. Not in this playthrough. I've been friends with him to know his story. That's like the least of my worries right now. Oh, we should, okay, cauliflower, bring Penny. Oh wait, we have a carp, I believe. I believe we have a carp. I have a cassette player that I can clip. Oh, that's so sick. I love that. That is so neat. I do want something like that to where I can listen to music without having, and I do have like enough music to listen to music without my phone. It's just, I don't know if I have enough variety of what I would want, because I go through different moods like all the time. Sometimes I'm feeling jazz, you know, sometimes I'm feeling like more pop, but I don't I feel like I own like one variety of the kind of music. Like I have Norah Jones. I have, who else do I have? I have Patsy Cline. I have the Dixie Chicks. Michael Jackson, of course. I have one of Jack Black's albums. What is his band called? I forget what his band's called, but I have one of his CDs. I found it at a thrift store, and I was with my sister, and she's like, you have to get it. I think my favorite is records, though, but they're just so expensive to buy new, and I also haven't had much. The sound, Tenacious D, yes. I got a Tenacious D album on CD. I was so excited. I listened to it for the vibes. And the vibes are there, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think it's pretty vibey. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We're not gonna be able to give Penny the carp. We're not gonna be able to do it. Oh, no. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. No, we're not gonna make it. Chat, we're not gonna make it. That's the end. This is it. Roll the credits. Yep, we're done. We didn't make it. I hate when I do that. I forget the littlest details, and I'm like, oh, I had a carp in my chest that I forgot about. And then Penny wanted a carp. And we could have given the Penny the carp, but we forgot. Oh, someone help. We're having a good time. Stone owl. It's not clear where this came from, but it looks very fine. But it looks very fine. I've never described something as fine whenever I put the word very before it. It looks very fine. It just sounds wrong. Like, just say it looks fine. Very fine? Or am I just not, like, understanding what they mean by fine? Because, I don't know. We're going on a tangent that doesn't need to be had. Like, but I've never described something as very fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but I don't know. Clear and sunny all day. Ooh, we got some money there. Not much, but there is some. There we go. Okay. Let's water some plants. Also, someone let me know if my face screen freezes, because then I'll have to switch camera batteries. We figured out one problem. I will say that I didn't realize at first when my face would freeze midstream is the camera battery would die. So we have realized that, and we've learned lessons. You make oh my gosh, grilled cheese sounds so good. You know what sounds good to me right now? Is like a good old-fashioned patty melt. Buttered, like, Texas toast with, like, a beef patty and cheese. Just classic. Oh, and, like, grilled onions. Yeah, that's what sounds good. Not as good as it could be. Butter wasn't soft, and I only have shredded cheese. So I kind of don't make me hungry. I ate dinner. One thing about me is I love to cook and bake, so I love talking about food. It's so yummy. I actually have been making like homemade pizzas a lot recently. My son really likes it when I do that, so I'll make like the dough with him, and then I just got tonight like a pizza circular pan because I've been having to do it on these small baking sheets, so now I can make like big pizzas. I'm really excited. I have healthy-ish dough recipes. I have one that uses Greek yogurt. I know that sounds like really weird, but there is that. I also have a regular one that's like yeast. It just depends on what you want. Yeah, so there is a, this like flatbread that you can get. I don't remember what it's called, but it's really low in carbs. Or sometimes I'll even do like a tortilla and just like lightly spread some stuff on there, sprinkle cheese and toppings. And that kind of craves like, or that kind of breaks the pizza craving for me, because it's like, it's initially the same thing, it's just way thinner crust. Yeah, you get it. I'm gonna take a shot at making donuts again this week. I do make donuts, or I have made donuts quite a few times in the past. One thing about those is they either turn out great or somewhat just meh. But I'm using a different recipe, so I'm really hoping that they turn out good. Right. Yeah. It's initially I always have to have something that I'm chewing on. And that's why I like chewing on ice so much, straight up. Ice is just the best thing to chew on. I'm convinced that's why my son likes ice so much, because when I was pregnant, I kid you not, okay? I would get those big bags from Sonic probably every other day, and I would go through the entire bag in like 24 hours. It was insane. I would get a bowl, and I would pour the ice in it and eat it like cereal with a spoon. And sometimes I would put like frozen fruit in there. It was just weird. When Dee and I get married, I'm gonna do a cooking weekend in which the freezer with. Ooh, that's smart. I always like to cook big batches of things to put in my freezer, just because I know there are going to be nights where I don't want to cook or I'm just too tired. So it's nice to have like things already in my freezer that I can just pull out and warm up. I think it's always smart. I'm trying to get my character to move with me. There we go. Ramen. Hey, ramen's still good. I do love a good, like, cup of noodle every once in a while. I want to really get good at making, like, good, authentic ramen. I've gotten pretty good at making my own sushi. I've done that a handful of times as well. So it's pretty fun. I got a sushi making kit not too long ago. Yeah, no. If you just eat ramen, like one thing of ramen every day, that's not good. If I can get my mouse to work, I'll be a happy lady. Oh my gosh. Rip being a short woman, because my caloric base is not anywhere near that. It'd be nice if it was, but you know what? I wasn't born tall, and it's gonna be okay. I'll be alright. Yeah, I bet. When you do a lot of cardio like that, I mean, your heart rate, like, one of my friends, she runs every day, and her heart rate is so low because of how much cardio she does. It's crazy. That's why I'm trying to make myself run more, but the past few weeks I'm telling, it is hard to find the motivation sometimes to like get up and do cardio or even go to the gym. But I find that, I don't know, taking pre-workout kind of helps me get that pep in my step to like get to the gym. Now, there are some days where we don't get to the gym. As of today, we did not get to the gym. We always shoot for like 3, maybe 4 times a week going to the gym. But we don't always hit that. We have a toddler, and so it's just, I mean, they have childcare there, but sometimes their childcare will be at full capacity, or he's too cranky. It's just, things get in the way. That's life. Hey, that's something. I would say definitely like, getting your steps in is one of the most important things. And I definitely don't do that every day. It's so satisfying when I can get these, like, killed and out of the way so they don't turn into moths. Like that one is just doing just now. I do like killing those things, because you always can kill them in one hit. I don't know what those bugs are, though. I'm actually curious to know what bugs those are. I would say my least favorite floors of the mines are probably the, is it the zombie ones? Probably the zombie ones, just because they are so, it's so dark, you can hardly see. And if you don't have the light up ring, it's really hard to make your way around in there. I would say my favorite is honestly probably whenever you get closer to the bottom of the mines. And you kind of start to... Ah! No! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Not right now. Probably whenever you get closer to the bottom of the mines. That's when my favorite... Ah! My favorite floors are. Oh my goodness. I might die. Just based on how my mouse is acting right now, it's very possible. Yeah, no, I might. This might roll the credits for me. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. We can get through it. There we go. We did it. See? It wasn't that bad. What are we at? 15? Okay. See, what is happening? Why is this happening to me? Yeah, we're not gonna have luck today in getting to the... I don't see that happening. It's already 10:30, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh. I forgot that was over there. I always forget that that's over there, and it kind of scares me every time. I'm also gonna try to start, so I do have the Stardew Valley cookbook, and we've talked about trying to make the cake before and how I've been wanting to try to do that. I am going to start practicing how to make cakes because I really want to be able to make my son's own birthday cakes. Just because I always think it's a little bit more special when things are homemade, just personally. So I think it'd be fun if he could, like, have those memories of, like, me making his cake every year. I would love to learn how to do that. I would spend all day in the kitchen if I could. Just, like, trying out new recipes and stuff. Queen of Sauce. Mouth-watering recipe. Radish salad. I love radishes. They're so yummy. I will eat those raw. I will get, like, a little bit of butter and salt and just, like, eat them raw. So good. Ooh, potatoes are done. Blue, have you settled into your new life yet? I can't believe you're all grown up now. Time sure flies. Now that you're gone, I have all this extra money lying around. So I included a little gift. Love, Dad. 500 bucks? I'll take it. I will take it. I think cooking and baking are fun. There's just so many things to make. Right. I love experimenting a little with dishes, adding things based on... Oh, I agree. I feel like I've talked about, I have a cookbook collection that is solely based on video games. And it is genuinely so much fun to, I love every once in a while, I'll do like date nights with my husband where I'll make like what recipe is in that cookbook based on what game we're playing that night, so we can kind of like immerse ourselves a little bit more. It's so much fun. I'm a sucker for like themed cookbooks, and really just having an excuse to throw or put together like a date night that's themed. I'm always so down to do that. It is genuinely one of my favorite things ever. It makes me feel very organized. I don't know. There's just something about it. I love that my dog is just running in place. Okay, I forget that we don't have the mushrooms yet. Now, do y'all pick the mushroom caves or the bat caves? I've picked the bat caves one time, and while it's okay to have at the beginning of the game, I don't really see a point to it later on whenever you have fruit trees. So it's like, I feel like in the long run, mushroom is the better choice just because you usually only are able to find mushrooms in caves, or if you have the forest farm, you can usually find, ooh, Joja Cola. Crazy. I wonder what Joja Cola tastes like. That is the one thing I kind of wish they added into the cookbook, was Joja Cola. And maybe they do have it and I'm just not remembering, but I feel like that was a missed opportunity to put that in there. I don't know. I feel like it would be, like in the Fallout cookbook, they have like Nuka-Cola. Yeah, look. I'm actually curious. But in the Fallout games, you know, they have the Nuka-Cola, Nuka Quantum. They included all those in the cookbook. Or like in the Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook, they have Soda-Roni. And if you played Five Nights at Freddy's, you would know that's like the signature drink of that franchise. So, also Cam is frozen. Okay. Let me change out this battery. Okay, I just changed the battery. Okay, can y'all see the game still? It's always a little complicated to change battery mid. No Joja Cola. Yeah, see, only drinks are ginger ale, pina colada, and a triple shot espresso. I'm glad they included the triple shot espresso. Joja Cola was a missed opportunity. And I know you can, like, maybe say the fact that it's frowned upon to drink in the game. Because it is, under the category of trash. Like, well, I guess I can wait for a second because we gotta get one for Maru. Anne of Green Gables is such a good themed cookbook. I don't own it myself, but I have seen, like, reviews on it, and it looks really good. We're just waiting. I haven't made anything from it either. Well, I have a rule for myself. Before I can buy another cookbook, I have to make at least 3 to 5 in that cookbook before I purchase another one. And that's really helped me to hold myself accountable when I buy something to actually use it. to actually be able to know, like, if someone were to ask me, oh, did you like that cookbook? I can be like, yeah, I liked it, and here are the recipes that I tried, and here are the ones that I liked, and the ones that I didn't like so much. All my other cookbooks are healthy stuff. I do have, like, some good healthy cookbooks that I like. The Trim Healthy Mom I didn't mean to put that. Oh, well, alright. I guess we're playing. But the Trim Healthy Mom one, the salmon cakes or something on there. Oh, is it spacebar? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, I see what we're doing now. Those are really yummy. Salmon patties or something like that. So yum. But I love salmon. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I swear, I know it doesn't look like I'm trying. I am genuinely trying to move the controls around, and it's just not responding. No, my mom, that is way more of it my mom cookbook than my cookbook, for sure. I own the first one. And there are some really good recipes in there. There's this apple cider vinegar drink. I know it sounds gross, that I really like. I like to drink apple cider vinegar because it's good for you. But, oh, fish tacos. Caroline likes those. If I follow it pretty strictly, I do so well, but I'm so bad at sticking to it. I do love that stuff so much. Yeah, usually if I get on a pretty good regimen, I am very good at sticking to my stuff. I just have to know that I am the type of person to be like, hey, do you want to go and grab like something I know that probably wouldn't be the best for me, and if I were to have like certain goals, either losing weight or gaining muscle or whatever, I know that if I, and I'm not saying never indulge in your favorite foods, I just know for me personally that if I do that after I've been on a good regimen for a while, I notice I start to slack way more. So I know I'm better off staying consistent than not staying consistent. They sell vanilla chai powder now that is supposed to help with... Ooh! If there is one thing about me, oh my goodness, I love a good beverage. If I don't have like 3 beverages on my nightstand, I'm not a happy-go-lucky gal. I want my energy drink. I love energy drinks. I know they're so bad for you. But I love them. I hate that I love them, but good grief, they are my pride and joy. I feel like when I drink coffee, I feel like I get more tired. Like, caffeine genuinely makes me sleepier, I feel like. So whenever I drink like a lot of caffeine at once, like a big dose of it, I feel it just a little bit. Like, for me, an Alani is like 1 cup of coffee is for someone else. Or maybe like 1 cup of coffee. It wakes you up just enough to get you started. If I were to drink 1 cup of coffee, I swear I would be asleep almost immediately after. I can't do it. Same with any other... Well, I will say tea. Like, caffeinated teas help some. Depends on which one. Like black tea really wakes me up sometimes. I love the taste of coffee. It doesn't help me wake up, which is very unfortunate. But I love having my water, my energy drinks, and if I'm really feeling something fun, like today I made a strawberry lemonade. It is so, so yummy. I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I really outdid myself with the strawberry lemonade. Oh my sweet goodness. I love Linus. He's chilling, he's doing his own thing, living out in the wilderness. The crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. I live out here by choice. Have y'all heard, like, I haven't watched the full video, but it's on my watch later list on YouTube, but it's like theories and like conspiracy about Linus and how he's actually like behind Joja. I don't know. It's something crazy, but it seems like a good time filler. I just put that on my watch later. No way. Please toot all you wish. Literally like 2 days ago. That's crazy. I'm a big lore watcher. If it's like Elder Scrolls lore, Stardew Valley lore, even Fallout lore, like I am sat down with a bowl of popcorn and I will eat up every single second that video is on for. It is my favorite type of content to consume. And I will overindulge any day of the week. Yep, I'm a blacksmith. What if that was my greeting to people? Yep, I'm a mom. Like, that's the first thing that I'm gonna say to somebody. My father was also a blacksmith. My grandfather was a blacksmith as well. I bet you can't guess what my great-grandfather was. A sarcastic jerk. I don't like Clint. I think he's kind of a creep. There's one thing about being shy and introverted. I don't mind that at all. If you're a little timid, that's all right. But if you're like this whole vibe, just like creepy and a little bit obsessive, doom and gloom, woe is me, a sarcastic jerk. Wow, that was rude. I was just being funny and you took it to a whole new level. See, this is what I'm talking about. And you can tell he has this tone of like a bad attitude all the time. Like very heavy personality, like doom, gloom, clouds up here. He knew what he was doing. No, literally. I have some iceberg videos that are 2 hours long that I put on my... I'm telling you, watch those iceberg videos is whenever, like, I'm alone at night with nothing to do and I want to, like, have a little hobby with doing something with my hands and watching something. The absolute best. I'm telling you. What is under here? Copper. I don't really want that. I don't need any more of those. I really want to get the house upgrade so I can start storing stuff better. and really getting into the cooking aspect of the game. I still have never learned all of the Stardew Valley recipes in the game. Like, I haven't unlocked all the recipes ever, so I really want to try to make it a point to do that in this run. I usually... This is so bad. I will usually get to Ginger Island and stop because... I don't know. I really haven't gotten that far in Ginger Island, but from what I've played of it, it's like not my favorite. Maybe I'm judging it too hard too soon. But how do y'all feel about Ginger Island? I feel like, I don't know, and maybe I just can't, I'm having trouble maybe figuring it out, but it's really hard. I can deal, I've never gotten that far. I can deal with the skull caverns, even though that they're hard. Like, yeah, they're frustrating, but I can deal with it. Whenever I get to Ginger Island, I don't know, there's like this certain wave that walks, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know about this. I feel like they could have left Ginger Island out of the game. I know, crazy thing to say. Crazy thing to say when I haven't even, like, gotten so far into Ginger Island, and maybe I will eat my own words one day and be like, wow, I was so wrong, but I don't know. Feeling sometimes. Dear Blue, tomorrow we are all getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There's a little clearing beyond the forest west of town where we will hold the dance. Arrive between 9 and 2 if you are interested. Mayor Lewis. Flower dance is cute. It is definitely not my favorite event, like, at all. I find, like, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. That's probably the one that I prefer the least out of all of them. I would even put Dance of the Moonlight Jellies on top of Flower Dance. I don't know. What's y'all's favorite event? I think I'm leaning towards more... I feel like my favorite event is probably either the night market or... I like the egg hunt. The egg hunt's really fun. Even though it's stressful for me sometimes. We might get some fishing done today so we can make some more money. The start of the game, like the very first month or two, is very crucial to make as much money as you can. And I would say those are probably the most boring parts of the game, is that first couple of like spring and summer, year one, is just doing a whole lot of nothing. Like meeting people, fishing. I would say when you kind of get to that fall winter era, you kind of have things like under your feet a little bit more to where you can definitely do more things. I always like to grow my relationships with people early on just because it is very helpful to have friends early on in the game. We got an achievement. Slay. I forget how slow fishing is too whenever you don't have bait. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, my mouse was disconnecting again, so I couldn't press. Ugh, that's so annoying. Y'all, I'm sure it's annoying for y'all too, but having to actually deal with it is just horrible. Driftwood. Smallmouth bass. It's so crazy. It's only smallmouth bass pretty much that I catch. Honestly, I really do like seafood. I was like, I know so many people that just don't mess with seafood like that, but I can assure you they probably have not had a good seafood boil. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is just so freaking good. Eggplant parm. Yum. Let's go ahead and get 2. And let's go see our guy. Let's see how many hearts we have with him. Because I don't know how many hearts you need for them to initially say yes to having, okay, so he would definitely not say yes to us at the flower dance. Maybe if we had 2 hearts, he would say yes. I don't think so. I think he's going to say no this year. Unfortunately, he's going to break our heart. But we're gonna interrupt his private appointment to deliver him some coffee. Yeah, you're welcome. It's enough where that came from. Yeah, still at 1 heart. So he's definitely going to say no. But we're gonna try anyway. Because you never know. Some miracle might happen where it's like, oh, sure, let's totally say yes, but I just don't think that's in the game's coding, unfortunately. Okay. See, it says it's under the category of trash. So that's why I'm like, maybe that's why they didn't put it in the cookbook. I just feel like that's a missed opportunity. I could probably find a recipe for it online of somebody's interpretation of Joja Cola, but I don't know. I just feel like it's different. It's different when it's not in the actual official cookbook. Okay, let's sell some fish. Sell the trash, even though I know we're probably not going to get any money for it. And we need to go up. I don't know Maru's schedule. I don't know if she's going to be in her room go into her room because we're not close enough friends with her to do that. We'll find out if I can ever get there. Okay, so she's not in her room or in the house. So let's go and find her. I wonder where she could be. I wonder if she's sitting on the bench. Down in the town. Oh my gosh. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's see. Is she around here at all? No. I wonder if she's in the library. That could be possible. Or the museum. I would bet on the library over the museum first. I don't think she would be in Pierre's. Oh, wait! Duh! She's probably at Harvey's still. She was totally at Harvey's. But Harvey's is now closed. So, I don't know where she would go. Did I just completely miss her? Yeah. Yep, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to wait for her up at around her place. There's Robin. The other love of my life. There are so many mods to marry Robin. It's insane. I probably totally missed Maru. Oh wait, there she is. Let's go get her. Has anyone ever married Maru? I never have. She just never really stuck out to me. And I've heard that people who do marry her, I mean, as all of the candidates do, this is why I'm so excited for the new update to come out, because that is going to go into more depth. They're going to have more depth whenever you get married to them. But, you know, they just have the characters have so many, like, dreams and aspirations and hobbies that they like to work on, and it almost becomes non-existent besides the, what is it, the 14 heart event after you get married. Besides that, like, they're just bland after that. So it's really exciting to see what they're planning to work on and how that's going to, thanks a bunch, Blue, but how that's going to work out. I'm excited. But yeah, I think really the only solution here is probably going the Bluetooth route, because I really think there's something to do with my ports, I think that's what they're called, in my computer. But yeah, I have never had trouble with it up until this point. So it's a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. You know, I can still play games. It just makes it a lot harder. It's going to be clear and sunny. So I think after the event, I will call it a night. Just because I really do want to start looking at keyboards and mouses. I feel like I've worked on these long enough. Me sell hats. Oh, it's the hat mouse! I love the hat mouse. Oh my gosh, the hat mouse is like the cutest character in the game, right next to Krobus. You cannot tell me different. It's so adorable. I also just love buying hats in this game. Like, look how cute my character is with her little farm hat on. It just makes the outfit. But yeah, I am a little bit confused on why my controller decided to disconnect. That makes me think there's a whole nother issue besides wiring, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, hang on, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. My husband needed something. I forgot what I was saying. But, yeah. After the... I feel like a good place to stop for the night would be after the flower dance. That's a good little cutesy ending of our night. We can get rejected. All of this has led up to this point. The point of rejection that we are going to 100% get from Harvey because we didn't give him his coffee every day of the week. The love in Stardew Valley is so transactional. It is actually insane. Ah! Okay. Did I do these? Okay. Flower dance is beginning. I'm excited. If I can get there. I'm not really big on buying the seasonal decor. Maybe I will be because I am wanting to try to decorate my farm a lot better. I've seen these extravagant like farms that people will decorate and put so much time and effort into, and I really want to try to do that in this playthrough, kind of make a good aesthetically pleasing farm, if you will. I think that'd be so fun, especially if we were kind of like all involved in it together, kind of making it our own. That would be so much fun. Let's see if we get rejected. Well, that's just a kick in the face. Ugh. That was a gut punch. That was a kick to the heart. Oh my gosh. And I don't know who likes us more than Harvey. I don't think anybody does. So, unfortunately, see, this is where my man Gus needs to come in and be like, but you still have me. That's what we need. I need Gus to be a marriageable candidate, and I'm really, really, really hoping that it is him in the next update. I'm hoping for Gus, and I'm hoping for Caroline. Something messy, something like we steal her from Pierre, or we steal Jody from Kent. Although I wouldn't want to do that to Kent as much as I would Pierre, because Pierre is like, while he's the small business owner in this like big corporation versus the little guy, and you want to support the little guy, Pierre's not that great of a person. Like, he doesn't treat his family right. Everything is about work. I don't know. I just don't get the good vibes. So many people are also hoping for Pam, which, like, yeah, go right ahead. I wouldn't mind Pam either. I think Pam would be kind of fun. Woohoo! Okay, we don't have anything to sell. Pet our little Trevor. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast as always.